What's going on, Den folk, and welcome back to our second episode of Let's Play Free-to-Play DSA with DSG. I thought that was a pretty cool title I was able to make, kind of catchy, so hopefully it sticks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it, especially for my free-to-play players. Obviously, you guys, I'm doing this series for you guys because, to be honest, I felt a little bit disconnected because yes, I play my Tapjoy games and I do Tapjoy offers, so I don't whale out completely. I don't buy $100 gem packs. I'm more efficient when it comes to spending in this game, but I do feel quite disconnected now. And by doing this account completely free to play, more than ever do I realize how truly disconnected I was from the free to play community. So I know exactly how it feels now to really be strictly free to play. And I hope this series continues to help those free to play players out there. Anyways, guys, just gonna go over some quick things in here of what we've been able to accomplish so far. I've just been able, I believe like yesterday, to unlock PvPs. So now I'm doing PvPs. Not gonna lie, I may have automations that make it a little bit easier to do PvPs. Not gonna lie about that. Haven't really focused too much on Towers of Endurance. I probably should focus more on that. Summoners challenges here, we're just chugging along here. I could probably go to the next level, but I don't really. Potions aren't that big of a problem. You're gonna have more potions and gold later on, so don't worry too much about that. These ones over here are a little bit more more necessary, I would say, to kind of push here, but I just chose not to today, obviously. And let's look at the roster and see what characters we have so far. So Scrooge is still number 1 here, but it won't be for long, and honestly I probably won't farm Scrooge for a little while, because looking right here, we do have Hero. We were able to get him, well, he's on his way to 3 stars. Once he gets to 3 stars, he'll be obviously a lot better, and we're gonna focus farm Hero. You're gonna see me get him week in and week out. He's gonna become a 7-star character hopefully within the next 3 weeks or so, and then we're gonna move on to Go-Go. And the one character I'm actually farming late battles right now is Fred. Once we get Fred, we're gonna replace Sully with Fred, and really my main PvP go-to team so far is gonna be Scrooge, Hero, Sully, Sheriff, and Aladdin. I am probably, once I get Hero to 3 stars, I'm probably gonna try and to unlock Syndrome, just because he's a good early farm, and it doesn't take too many credits or too many character tokens. It only takes 25, so it won't be too hard of a farm, and that's probably who's going to help me at least get through the first couple levels of downtown, or sorry, just the villains campaign itself. Because we look over here in the villains section, over here, the villains category, there's not so many great characters here that I can really use, because obviously Zerg, Ursula, these guys are way far from any reach of imagination for me. Davy Jones obviously as well, and the rest of these characters here aren't the greatest. I was kind of happy to see Mother Gothel is making to the game, but there's not too many great villains characters here that I could go for right off the bat. Like, for instance, Shere Khan would be kind of a fun one to do with this account, and he's just, it's good at Grand Campaign 7B, and that's pretty far down there, so I'm not looking forward to that. Actually, I just saw that. I forgot that I have we won Club Conquest this week, so I was able to get one of these, so really happy with that. Thank you, team. That's it. I got 8 Demona, so that works in my favor of trying to get those downtown villains a little stronger. I'm not really focusing, obviously, on farming downtown villains, just because they're not, it's not necessary right now, but I do need to at least get these guys at least level 2 or 3, or star level 2 or 3, just so they're a little bit more viable. Because as time goes on, for instance, once I finish farming Anna in the exchange, I'm going to move on to other characters. We're probably going to get Shan Yu from there and unlock Shan Yu and farm to 7 stars. Actually, I'm kind of breaking off from what I said in my guide, but that's one way I could do it, is to get Shan Yu. Because in all honesty, like the current club I'm with, and because like I'm not playing this account obviously as strictly as I am with my regular account, so it's a little bit more relaxed, and I just try, and it's more for fun, honestly. So I do like that aspect to it, so that allows me to just kind of experiment more, though on the free-to-play side of how the game works and how to play the game, which is honestly, it's pretty fun for me. Because Sheriff, I don't even have him unlocked on my main account, because he's not my main farm. Because on my main account I am farming meta, and on this account I am still going to go for meta, obviously, or at least I'm going to go for the better characters. So I am still going, obviously, for Big Hero 6. That team's going to be a good one to start off with and help me get them going. But like I said, I am considering venturing off into uncharted territory, which is going to be that Sensational 6 team right off the bat. But like I said, they are a little bit of a later farm, so I'm gonna be strict. I'm gonna finish off Hero, get Gogo. Actually, once I get Hero and Gogo and Fred going, I'm gonna have a pretty solid team, because that's gonna leave me with Sheriff over here in Aladdin. And I'm probably, honestly, I'm gonna go for some of the other characters on the Kingdom faction, mainly Beauty and the Beast, because I do want Beast. That's a character that you do want. So I'll probably venture off and getting like Cogsworth, for instance, and Mrs. Potts. Like I'm gonna follow, obviously, my guide. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm gonna follow my guide. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out, and I'll put it up in the right corner up there so you guys can check it out. But I want to be able to farm these guys and be strict with what I did on my farming guide, so that it makes sense. Now, I do have some tips for you guys for the Sources tournament. Until you get into like the top 1,000, I would say you're pretty well off. I mean, there's not too much to worry about, because like, look at these guys, level 10, 9. Like, these guys are not taking this game seriously at all yet. So you can easily get into that top 100 if you're in the first month or so of the game, and you'll probably be able to stay there for a while. There's not too many crazy serious players here, though. I will say, for instance, this player over here, this is obviously a whale. I mean, earlier he only had Hero at 5 stars. Now he has Hero at 6 stars. He already has Baymax unlocked and everything. You know, if he keeps on grinding, if he keeps on whaling out, he could probably get a 7-star Baymax, not gonna lie, if he just keeps on whaling it out the next couple days. And it just keeps on going. It's only the first couple players that are really whaling it out, but if you go down to like the top, you know, let's see, well, that guy's a bad example. Let's look at this guy. What does he have? Okay, he doesn't have that great of a team. He has blue. I don't know why he has blue, but you can look at it, you can see his team. It's not the strongest. You could easily, you know, knock this guy out. So, and he's what, in the top, what's he ranked? Top 40. So my advice to you guys is really take advantage of all your attempts, and you don't have to worry about when the tournament refreshes. Like I just do when I'm throughout the day, whenever I'm just, you know, doing nothing basically, I just kind of look to the side, look at my free-to-play account. I'm like, okay, let's just grind this account a little bit more, and that's what I do. I just keep on playing this account until, you know, I can get a solid team. And this is my defensive team right now. So we do have Sheriff, we have Aladdin, we have Hero, and we have Scrooge. Honestly, if I didn't have Scrooge, I'd probably be using Buzz at this point right now still. I'd actually replace Buzz with Sheriff, so that's why he's over here. And looking over here, like I said, Sully, once I get Fred, Sully is gone. So that means Sully's not going to be here at all. So I'm not investing too much into them. I'm not even really investing too much with Aladdin, because once I get Gogo, probably Aladdin's going to go. That's what I'm thinking. And we're going to eventually obviously replace Sheriff and Scrooge eventually. Because really they're just here to help me. He's really here just to help me get through villains and stuff early on, so that it's not completely a waste to have him there. And in terms of the club, it's definitely a shocker for me, because I obviously come from a very competitive club, very active club. We do a lot of things, so to be in here and not as crazy, it's kind of nice. It's a different setting, different feeling. You know, there's not too much I can do in terms of club conquest and stuff, but in terms of the roster, it's getting there. You know, I do spend my gems on these refreshes and get as many tokens as I can for these guys. So that's really, I mean, today I was able to get Sheriff and I was able to get Hero. Sorry if you hear a bird, guys. I'm sorry, it's a family bird. It's just going crazy right now. But if you guys want to, definitely, I would recommend, if you guys have stored gems, this is the time to spend them, because it's double gem. Sorry, not double gem, but double gear drop. So this is like the best time to like whale out on your free-to-play hoarded gems if you have them. This is the greatest time to do it for that gear, especially if you guys have droplets or able to unlock droplets. That's the time to do it. Tier 4 gear, you know, I'm not too big of a fan of whaling out on tier 4 gear on double gear drops, because in all honesty, once you're able to unlock the club exchange drop, like for tier 4 gear, like these, not the, I think they're, I don't even know what they're called. I think they're not called essences, I believe, but once you're able to unlock these things, which are called extracts, there you go. So with hard extracts and stuff like that, once you're able to get those in the club exchange, really focus on farming those only there, because that's like the only value I see in here. And I've never spent anything on these guys yet. I'm honestly, kind of thinking I may not farm Frozen with this account for a long time, because they're really not worth it at this point. As much as I love Elsa, when I look at the other characters, there's much better characters such as Beast and Mickey that I would like to go for instead. So if I were to rank it, I would put that Frozen team at the bottom of the list, in all honesty. Though they are, the OG first legendary team, I'm well aware that they're not the greatest team anymore. Though I will say, I am stretching Elsa's life on my main account because I have a Gear 8 Elsa there, so she's very, very useful at Gear 8, I will say. Elsa herself, great character, but when you look at the other characters in the mix compared to, let's say, Big Hero 6, for instance, it's really not there. So that's my advice to you guys. If I already go for legendary team, I still would go for Big Hero 6. So anyways, guys, for real this time, we're gonna end it here. Anyways, if you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe, guys. We're almost at 200 subscribers. That's a big deal, and we're almost at that big milestone. So definitely help the channel grow to that great milestone. And if you haven't done so yet, please check out the Discord. There's a link tree down below. You can see all the links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video in this series. Hope you guys liked episode 2, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys.